Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading. Let's see what's going on for single Libras. Oh, single Libras, what is it you need to know? The sun is shining. Look, something new. I see clarity. Yeah, someone here is definitely open to someone new. Beautiful. It's a person who's seizing the day, taking opportunity. Now this, you could have a person who's rushed in and backed out. Now they see that you've got someone new. Got a person who needs to hurry up. Yeah, look at that. 7 of Cups, opportunity. Someone sees opportunity here. Some of you have options as well. This is someone who's open and available, open to receive. There's going to be some clarity here, though. Look at that. The High Priestess, someone trusting their inner knowing. They already know the answers they're seeking. There's opportunity. Someone needs to seize the day and take this opportunity. Yeah, look at that. Yep, the Empress. This is someone who's open, available to new. This is telling you to trust your intuition. If you have a person who's rushed in and backed out, it could be you already know they have other options. But I do think you're going to be keeping a few things to yourself here. I see privacy. But yeah, this is someone just keeping their options open. I think you're going to keep that to yourself, but you could be where you already know the answers you're seeking. Some of you could actually have someone who's seeking other options. But like I say, you've got this new. There's clarity. Yeah. Let's have a look at, I'm going to use a smaller deck here. Let me see. I was using the Lenormand for the other readings, and I didn't use it for Gemini. Let's have a look at the sun. What is the sun showing here? Yeah, it's a person who's, ooh, yes, nice. 10 of Wands. Someone who can handle what comes their way. It's a person who sees a good catch. They know a good thing when they see it. Nice. Beautiful. Someone who's responsible, reliable. They pull their weight. Yeah, beautiful. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. Yeah, so there is an energy of clarity. Someone here may have had to deal with a situation. See, this is a person who chooses their battle. So this is about moving forward. There's clarity. You've got a King of Wands energy. Someone who's reliable, stable, a good catch. They want to start something. But if you have a person who rushed in and backed out, you could be keeping your options open. Just trust your intuition here. It's going to guide you to make the right choice. Empress always trusts their intuition. Look at that. These just fell out. I picked them up and they were right there just like that. See, the key is communication. Someone needs to hurry up and communicate. They need to take this opportunity that's being presented. There's a need for clarity. Someone's ready to move forward. They know what they want too. King of Wands. It's connecting to this person, someone who's a good catch. But it's also someone who sees the other person as a good catch. This person's stable. They have skills. This is about receiving the Pentacle. This is someone open to receive. But the key is communication, clarity. This is a situation of significance. But if you have someone who rushed in and backed out, they're literally needing to hurry up. Because someone's seeking other options. See, keeping their options open. This is someone who keeps their options open until a person makes a commitment. This is someone waiting for someone to commit. They have skills. They're capable. They also have their feet planted on the ground. They're stable. They have a lot of skills too. Nice. Let's have a look at the 7 of Cups. Yeah, there it is. Communication. 7 of Pentacles. This is someone starting to lose interest in someone because they've rushed in, backed out. But it's a person seizing the day, and it's the person who's going to take that opportunity. Trust your inner knowing. Yeah, I see communication, privacy. But you're going to get some clarity here. Someone's coming in to communicate. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, it's all about going down the path to the Golden Palace. 6 of Pentacles, someone reaching out. So someone testing the waters, they're reaching out. It's all about going down this path together. Some of you have multiple opportunities. I can feel it, like a person rushed in, backed out. Now you got another person, someone new coming in, and they are stable. But it's all about two people who are a good catch. Tell me about the Empress. The Empress is open, keeping their options open. This is someone, just keep that to yourself, because if somebody hasn't made it committed, you don't owe anyone anything. Always remember that. Yeah, because if a person doesn't want to make any kind of commitment, or they're not communicating, but this is a situation of significance. This is someone who can't stop thinking about someone. Comes with the Eight of Swords, see? Yeah. But if you've dealt with a person who comes in and they keep doing the same thing, this is why I feel someone's open to something new. Let's have a look at the Empress. You got new coming in. Why is the Empress here? Yeah, see, loyalty. Someone who's loyal and faithful. Ten of Cups. Someone seeing the bigger picture. It's all about faithful, loyalty. Sometimes it's a person who wants friends first to see if someone's loyal, but it is an energy of, and I'm going to tell you, you do not have to sit and wait for someone who won't commit. Always remember that, okay? Because this is a person who is keeping their options open until someone makes a commitment, but there's communication. There's going to be clarity about going down this path, reciprocity. You already know. Some of you already know who this is. It's an energy of loyalty. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. So there's friends here. There's somebody talking to someone, clearing things up, maybe letting someone know you have other options. Yeah. See, birds of a feather, a friend. So there's something to do with friends here. People talking. See, someone's kind of up to something. A little sneaky, Seven of Swords. All isn't what it seems, though, because there's no commitment. There's nothing wrong with keeping your options open. Always remember that. Because it's everyone's talking, but yet it's pretty positive. This is someone telling someone they're faithful, they're loyal. It's a friend. Yeah. Someone telling someone. There's an enlightenment. There's going to be it has to do with investing. Someone who's interested in new love interest. There's interest. Someone's taking interest in the Empress. Why wouldn't they? Tell me about, actually, I'm going to put that away. Tell me about this person who's a good catch. Yeah, see someone here who could be your type. This is someone who's patient, just being calm, taking a step back, looking at things differently. Someone's looking at things different. They're learning something. They're talking to people. You see something blossoming and developing, but all isn't what it seems. This person's freaking out. They need to hurry. They need to communicate. This is a big deal. Significance is the key to communication, is the key, right? Investing, showing interest, but someone has other people interested in them. Yeah, so someone who probably started something and then felt something was off. They had something they needed to clear up. They needed to clear something up before they start something new. So there's going to be clarity. This is someone who's had a little bit of a dark cloud hanging over them. But look at that. See, it's all about clarity. This is someone available. Yeah. I wonder if it has to do with that person, Libra. This Queen of Cups could be another person where something feels off. It doesn't feel right. And someone dealing with it, though, clearing things out so that they can move forward. See, trying things different. See, you're different than the usual type, too. But there it is, the cup. Someone's coming in with that cup. Their cup runneth over with emotion, opportunity. Someone here is about to receive. Yeah, see, someone's getting their cup filled. They're getting what they want. Someone here isn't going to get what they want, though, because there's opportunity, multiple. But it's someone who knows a good thing when they see it, too. So this is someone going to fill that cup. Someone here didn't get what they wanted, though, like I say, because they didn't communicate clearly. They rushed in and backed out. I still feel like it's this person. See, they're finding out someone else new's coming in. But it has to do with the Empress looking at who's their type. whether something feels right, trusting your intuition. If you feel it's right, I feel like you'll go for it. If not, you won't. Someone won't get what they want. But it's about getting the cup filled. Some of you are about to get something you want here. Yeah, look at that. We got a King of Swords. So there it is, clarity. This is someone learning something. See, they're learning that there's options, opportunity. It's someone who has experience. So it's someone who was a bit skeptical. They felt something was off. But now they're learning this truth. It's about loyalty. See, it's about someone learning that someone's loyal, they're faithful. See, loyal friends. This is someone talking to someone. It could be someone giving someone advice. Yeah, it has to do with a person learning about someone's lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves, faith and loyalty. And it could be the Empress learning this as well, because this is a person open. See, people talking, open to receive communication. There's a friend, someone here who's loyal, or they're saying that you're this way. Yeah, it's a person who has faith in themselves to make the right decision, someone who trusts their inner knowing, they see very clearly. It could be someone telling you this, one of these people isn't your type. Yeah. A little cautious, someone cautioning someone. Be a little cautious, be a little careful. But I do feel it is a person here who they see someone who's a good catch. And I do think it's both people. Yeah, someone here not so much though. Yeah, see, it's about love and making choices, options, opportunity. But there's an energy of some sort of communication. This person's coming in to communicate. But I feel like it's someone talking to someone and telling them. This person's in a hurry. I'm going to tell you, they are in a hurry. Because it is about a connection, a bond between two people. It has to do with love. See a little Gemini energy here. Yeah, it's all about learning that someone here has options and another choice. And multiple people probably reaching out. But someone here's not. I feel the Empress, there's someone here they've lost interest in, not really interested in them. Something doesn't feel right. So someone here definitely not going to get their cup filled. The Empress is going to, though. Look at that, taking a little pause. This is someone checking someone out. Someone finding someone attractive. There's a lot of desire. But it's about faith and loyalty. Yeah. I think we have a person here who might have had trust issues. They may have dealt with somebody who wasn't loyal or faithful because they're skeptical, their swords up, someone who's been hurt. But they're learning a truth. Someone's lifestyle, the way they conduct themselves. Wow. Yeah, they're learning everything they need to know. They know the truth. But it has to do with this person taking a little pause, looking at things from a different perspective, seeing things differently. Yeah. Strong Gemini energy, someone who's manifesting. See, it's about pre-manifesting, being prepared. Somebody wasn't prepared. They weren't prepared for this. Now they feel prepared, and they can handle whatever comes their way. They're stable. Wow. Yeah, that's pre-manifesting, preparing, a little mirroring too. But the interesting thing is someone feels like they have everything they need to manifest their desires. So this is two people manifesting each other. But this is what the Empress does. Hey, you're either going to communicate and come in, or I'm keeping my options open. And that's what the Empress does. The Empress doesn't sit around wasting time. The Empress just keeps their options open. But there is this energy of loyalty. See, birds of a feather flock together. Some people going to get together here. So someone who's, to me, it's somebody who's strategizing and analyzing. They're about to execute their plan here. Yeah, see, it has to do with the Queen of Cups energy. Birds of a feather flock together. Somebody kind, compassionate. I do think there's people sharing information, talking. But it's about being prepared. You're about to receive. Somebody here is not going to get what they want, though. Or, I mean, it could be where you didn't get what you want. Now you are. But like I say, and it's often because you're keeping your options open. You're manifesting what you desire. You have everything you need. See, it's about being prepared. Somebody here wasn't prepared. They are prepared now, though. Look at that. I mean, this is about being open to receive. The Empress is open to receive communication. And I do see, you know, there's something blossoming. See, the birds of a feather flock together, people getting together. There's a lot of happy talk here. But again, all isn't always what it seems. It's someone trying to figure something out. This is someone who's having a hard time reading someone. This is someone who often, you know, they have experience, they're wise, but their sword's up. Because it's about faith and loyalty and things they're learning. And that's why I feel very strong Gemini energy for some of you. It doesn't have to be, though. I do see Taurus. I see Sagittarius. It could be, if you have a couple people coming towards you, it does look like there's an energy of two. And it could be people who know people, too. See, birds of a feather flock together. Friends, loyal friends, family. But it's someone who's loyal. But yeah, I mean, it's manifesting here. Yeah, look at that. See, it's an energy of someone being humble. But this is somebody here, and again, a person who's no longer feeding someone's ego. But it's someone who takes pride in everything they do. The Empress isn't chasing. In fact, some of you are getting more than likely the one being chased. Because with that 7, it's someone who doesn't want someone to get away. The one that got away, or not wanting someone to get away. But yeah, the chase is on here, but it's not the Empress doing it. So the person planning, preparing, hoping for the best, pre-manifesting, being prepared. The other person, there's definitely this energy of very humble. Yeah, it's the person rushing in, thinking things through. See, they're in a hurry before someone else comes in. Because it's people who know people often, right? People, birds of a feather, flock together. Yeah, talking. A lot of talk here. Yeah, someone's crushing, longing for love. It's a person reminiscing. There's a little reminiscing too here, but it is about romanticizing, someone fantasizing and romanticizing. It's about being romantic. Someone here is definitely thinking of being with somebody. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Yeah. See, it's about reciprocating. Some of you here, you're no longer feeding someone's ego. You're no longer talking to them. And that's why, too, because it's often, this is why someone's coming after you. You got multiple opportunities coming in. You're open to receive offers, invitations. This person needs to hurry up. It's someone seizing the day and taking an opportunity. So you've got multiple here. I do think some of you are going to have to make a decision. Yeah, see, being open to receive. You're about to receive. This is an energy of being generous. This is someone who's reciprocated. They were generous, but they're not chasing. So often it's like that, a little test to see if someone's interested. It's a little test to see if they're open, if they're receptive. But I definitely can feel we have an Empress here who's no longer feeding someone's ego. They're not chasing after them. And now we have two people connecting. So there is a connection. It's about two people coming together. And I do see friends talking. Just be careful of the one person who just wants friends with benefits. Because I do see options. One of these wants friends with benefits. The Empress likes to be friends first, but I do see a connection, connecting on that emotional level. See, this is someone who isn't going to get what they want. Someone here is a little full of themselves too. Because it is a person who, I do feel some of you have this person who, I do feel ego. A little full of themselves. They're not giving you what you want. It's like they want you to chase them, but you're not chasing. But it is the one that got away. Someone doesn't want you to get away. And I can see this, someone reminiscing, looking at how things have played out. And And it's about being romantic and now it's because there's more options too. You're about to receive multiple. But it's about connecting with the right person. And I feel like you're just going to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. I feel like you already know it has to do with someone who's loyal and faithful and someone in that social circle. See, and it could be a loyal friend telling you. Yeah. You're going to connect. You're going to do the right thing. And I do see making choices in your love life. But I do think you got a person here who wants friends with benefits. And I don't think you're going to feed their ego. Yeah, you're not feeding their ego. You're not going to reciprocate. But you are going to get what you want. Someone here isn't, though. It could be another feminine or another masculine. I'm seeing multiple feminine energies here, but it's all about getting your cup filled. If someone doesn't fill your cup and, they don't fill your needs, this is where you keep your options open and look elsewhere. But look at this. This is someone closing a chapter in their life, closing out a chapter, closing the book on the past. They're ready for new. So this is about growth, change. Some of you have someone who may try to come back around as someone who will never change. They'll keep doing the same thing over and over again. Somebody a little sneaky. It could be the King of Swords thinking the feminines this way because they're skeptical, right? Someone who has experience. But it's a person who has faith in themselves. See, this is someone, if you want to know anything, ask them. They're an open book. But this is closing a chapter. Because it is about loyalty, faithful friends, and someone who's loyal. The social circle, someone who could be someone who gets around a little bit here, but I don't think you're going to be feeding their ego. In fact, you're the one who's receiving. See, it's about waiting, feeling the ship has sailed, it's too late, because it's someone looking elsewhere. I also see a person expanding the horizons, which is often financial too. See, there's expansion. So there's a situation coming to fruition. One of these certainly isn't, I feel like just nothing's going to come of it for the most part. Like you already know the answers you're seeking. So I see somebody kind of waiting faithfully, but still keeping their options open. See, the Empress is wise that way. I feel like you already know the person you're seeking. You already know. Yeah. And they are somebody who is an open book, and they've learned something here. They're learning that you're stable, you're grounded, you got your feet planted on the ground, and you know what you want. But the key is the significance. This is a big deal. The key is communication. So there's going to be communication, and this is someone says it like it is. Could be someone who come across as a little cold, but it's a person who often, they kind of rush in without thinking, and now they've learned something. Tell me more about this person. Yeah, this is both of you speaking your truth. See, there's going to be communication, clear communication. If there was any kind of mixed messages or mixed signals, at this point, this is about two of you. You're learning about each other, teaching each other how you want to be treated, but it's really more about clear communication, loyalty, being an open book. And I wouldn't be surprised there's people here too talking. See, they're sharing information. That's why I kind of feel often the King and Queen of Swords can be that. But this is you and your person. You're speaking your truth. See, clarity, clear communication. See, it's an energy of some of you have other interests. Sure, you can tell this person the truth. You got other interests. You were waiting. But it's all about, you already know who the one is. You already know the answers you're seeking. It's about a connection that you're making. And this is a relationship of significance. You're open to this. See, a talk one-on-one, privacy, two people talking privately, alone. I wonder if there's another person here who's chasing after someone, giving them unwanted attention. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Some of you didn't get what you wanted from someone here, though. Like, I feel like you didn't at some point because they felt something was off, but now they're learning truth. See, you're speaking truth. So it is a learning experience. Sharing some of your experiences. Yeah, I do see have to do with work too, building, putting in effort. See, it's that putting in effort, being romantic. Someone longing for love. Now, often this is someone who'll show someone they like them by showering them with little gifts and show them. And that's what I feel. The feminine probably did this and then waiting for it to reciprocate. Somebody here likely never will. It looks like you got someone who'll never really fill your cup or your needs. Could be someone telling you the truth. But I feel some of you have experience, you're wise, you know. And I do think you already know the answers you're seeking. The ship has sailed for someone, but you have a choice. It's coming to fruition. Yeah, see, while you're waiting, you're still seeking other opportunities. It's like you already know. You're going to connect with this person. You're going to fill each other's cups. Yeah, and we have a King of Wands. See, it's a person who knows what they want. But it's somebody whose someone's pride got in the way. And this person's learning something too. Yeah. Some of you got definitely, I do see someone being, it's an energy of taking a step back, seeing things different. See, it's about someone who provides, but it's a person who's stable, reliable. You can rely on them. They're dependable. And it could be someone telling you, you can't depend on this person. They're not reliable. Now, the King of Wands is generally someone who knows what they want. But I do think some of you, this choice, one of these people is a bit of a player. They'll never fill your cup or give you what you want, where the other person will fill your needs because you're about to receive. But I see two people talking and connecting. Yeah. It's all about the King of Wands in the end. Now, this could be the person. This is food for thought. Take it the way it best resonates, because it's someone who focuses only on the physical connection, not the emotional. They'll never fill your needs, that emotional needs, if you are someone who's longing for love. But you have a person who's also longing for love. And that person is the one with the King of Swords, I believe. And they're going to show you how they feel by offering you little gifts and doing nice things. Yeah. But you have a person who's a little bit elusive here too. See, the person who'll never fill your cup. It could be this person. I do see it, player-like energy. But it's someone who's still playing the field, dating lots of people. They don't really know what they want. They have a lot of options. Yeah, there it is. The person who's elusive. See, someone here who's elusive, a little bit, or it could be a feminine who's being sneaky, chasing after someone else, chasing after your person. Often it's people, but this is someone who's going to sneak away. See, being elusive, they're going to sneak away. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone who thinks they're getting away with something and they don't, because it's all going to be exposed. Yeah. It all depends on the person. Like I say, the King of Wands is generally someone, when they want something, they go after it. But one of these people is elusive. They'll never fill your cup. They'll never make any kind of commitment. And I think you already know the answers. Yeah, you've got an Emperor. So one of these people is an Emperor, and the other person is someone who's kind of a player. They're still playing the field. They don't really know what they want. They might like you and have an attraction, but they're focused on the physical. And you're not going to fill their cup. You're not going to give that to them. Unless you want to. It has to do with what it is you're manifesting, what you desire. The Empress does what the Empress wants. But I feel like you want your cup filled. You want that emotional fulfillment. Because it's about love. You already know. This person too, they come in and they're offering you the cup, the Emperor. So one of these people is an Emperor. The other one's a King of Wands. Now the Emperor can be anyone. I do see Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I see Leo, Sag, possible Aries energy for some of you. But you already know the answers you're seeking. Trust your intuition. If it feels off, it's off. And I wouldn't even be surprised if it's a new person that feels off. But you can flip that energy. Yeah. It's a big deal. This is a situation of significance. There's going to be clear communication. Somebody wants to talk. They want to clear something up. And they speak truth. Take care. Bye for now.